What's going on, guys? Afflicted Gamer here, back in another Division video. So as you can see, I've got 42 sealed caches on me, and those are a mixture of crafting assignment caches, daily combat assignment caches, weekly assignment caches from survival. Some of them are just weapon seal caches from survival, gear seal caches from survival, a bunch of different things. Now, I actually have two characters that are fully loaded with this stuff, and I could have put the two together, but I figured that would be a pretty long video because I'm going to show everybody the talents that I got on the weapons and the gear set pieces, all of that, and then you're going to get to see me actually get rid of the stuff that I didn't want. So if you don't want to see that part where I go into the base to dump that stuff when I'm scrolling over the talents, go ahead and skip those few seconds and you'll get to see me back outside here showing them off. And I did do this outside because it was kind of light outside in the Division, so that way you get a nice clear picture of exactly what I got. And you can kind of decide whether it's worth it to do certain things and certain activities, versus just going out and grinding for the stuff. On top of that, there's a few things for PlayStation 4 users that I would recommend to get yourself started when the 1.5 patch drops this Wednesday, because I'm actually going to be heading back over to PS4 for the day myself, if not a few days. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth now a little bit just to kind of keep my characters up to par with the ones that are on here, because I'm not even finished on here yet. I've been spending a lot of time in the actual survival game mode. But anyways, first things first would be to go to World Tier 5. This is literally exactly what I did. It was super fast and easy. Before I knew it, I had a pile of stuff. World Tier 5, head to Clinton, where you see that 47th and 47th align. There are two bosses that are literally feet apart. One is the big cleaner who is in the park on 47th West. Take him out, you will instantly get something that is gear score 256, and maybe even the red guys will drop you something too. For the most part, I walk out of there with anywhere from 2 to 4 things. Sometimes I'm lucky I even get more, no joke. Then I just turn back around, walk to the edge of the road, and look down at the train tracks, and there's a rioter boss along with some cleaners. They like to have a little battle, so I interrupt that battle by taking them all out. And as I'm doing that, one, I am working towards my field proficiency cache, which is going to again net me a gear score 256 item. On top of that, some Phoenix credits, so that's kind of a win-win situation. And who knows what the boss is going to drop for me. He's going to give me some Phoenix credits and maybe a good item. Honestly, I've gotten 4 Model 700 carbons from there. The new bolt action sniper rifle that is in the game that a lot of people want to get their hands on and that a lot of people are pretty happy with. I did a quick review on the gun already, so it's up there if you guys are interested to go ahead and check that out. And today I was lucky enough to get another one, and it was as close to a really god roll as it could be. And I'm not a fan of bolt action, but I'm actually going to keep that one. I got destructive on it. Actually, you know what? I'm a big fan of disciplined, where after your kill, the next shot is a crit shot. I really like that on the Paratrooper SVD because that's actually my favorite sniper. So, yeah. And on top of that, the stuff that you really don't want, as you can see me, I'm just selling a ton of stuff. In World Tier 5 and the things that are gear score 256, they're worth a lot more. So go ahead and get rid of those. And look at that, I've got 14 million credits, which is just insane. Yeah. So, you can get the sealed caches that are for sale at the base of operations or at any safe house across the map. And out of those, you're going to get some Phoenix credits, and you could possibly get a good item. It's always random, so you never know what you're going to get. But either way, those are some really easy ways to get some stuff right off the bat, and then keep some credits obviously for recalibrating the gear that you do like. Furthermore, past that, I'm sure everybody's aware of all the new named high-end gear pieces like Leray Barrett's chest piece, Joe Farrow's oxygen mask there. That thing is super cool where you can run and shoot while you're on fire. I mean, I'm dying to get my hands on that. So farming those missions, I told myself actually I'd never go back to Lexington. Anybody that does actually know me that's watching this saw me get the Showstopper, and I swore I would never go back there. Damn you, Ubisoft. Now I gotta go get Ray Barrett's chess piece. Who knows? Maybe we'll see how many runs it takes to get that, and that'll be a video all in its own again. But I dread going back there. But, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do to get it. So, there are all of these missions that you guys can do as well to get your hands on those pieces. And the D3 set is here for those of you that are interested. Every week it seems like they've been selling a piece for the past 2 weeks. Right now, the knee pads are downstairs in the hub for Phoenix credits, and I know I'm going to get them for sure because I can't seem to get any of that gear set to drop. I can't get them out of survival caches or field proficiency caches where other people are getting tons and tons of pieces left, right, and center, so it must just be my luck as per usual. On top of that, there are new weapons in the game everywhere that I kind of want to get my hands on. I've gotten my hands on a few. One for sure that is amazing is the MG5, and I particularly like the infantry MG5. Those are awesome. Wasn't a huge LMG person, but that thing is so stable. It's fantastic. I think I will use that thing for sure now as a full-time setup with something. I don't know. I'm just trying to decide what to do with that. But there also is a review on that gun as well too, so for anybody that hasn't checked that out or you're curious about that gun, I have nothing but praise for that gun. That thing is awesome. So, but yeah, so for PS4 people, there's lots that you guys can do to kill the time in waiting for survival, which is going to be on December 20th, and then you can dive in. Anybody that's new to the Division, if you are struggling in any way, shape, or form, or need help, or you don't know where these boss locations are, they're on the web everywhere. They're on YouTube everywhere, all of the exact locations, but I'm going to be farming them, so if anybody needs help doing that, just go ahead, leave a message under the video. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Underground, and that's come over to PS4, do some stuff over there with you guys. And so yeah, if you want to add me for that, just let me know under the video and I will do so. You can just send me a friend request on PlayStation 4. So yeah, that's going to be something else too. Got to keep my characters up to par with the ones on Xbox One. So, and then hopefully we'll see what happens with Last Stand, but that's still pretty far away because Survival's not even here yet for you guys. But these are ways that you can get ready for them, and you get lots and lots of gear. As you can see here, this did not take long to acquire these. This is, I think, a matter of days, literally a matter of days, not even a week, and that's how many caches I had saved up. I've got those crafting ones and the daily assignment ones, the proficiency caches. Those, if you run those missions, you will get those so fast. So the other thing too that I recommend you guys do is any gear set piece or any weapon that you do not need, just sell it for credits and buy sealed caches in World Tier 5 after you have a 256 piece equipped or 2 pieces of 256 gear, because you don't want to end up getting something that's still going to be 229 even though you are in World Tier 5. So that's why I recommend going straight to the bosses and getting some drops. That way you can equip them right away. So if you are gear score 229 walking into 1.5, then that's what will happen. That's what happened to me, so I can't see why it wouldn't happen to anybody else. So anyways, those are the things that you guys can do, and as you can see here, the stuff that I've been getting, I'm not overly impressed with. Got an MG5, which, like I said, is pretty awesome. There's a Model 700 in the mix here that I got. I find that the Model 700 Carbon is better just than this one here that you're seeing on screen now. So yeah, there's a definite difference. It's kind of like the classic M1A versus the first wave M1A. You can tell the difference. And on top of that, there's more attachments. So anyways, so that's it. There's plenty of ways to gear up. There's plenty of activities to do in preparation for survival when it comes out itself. And as you know, survival is a standalone game in itself, but you can get certain things in survival People are saying mostly that the MDR is coming out of there versus anywhere else. So I don't know anybody personally that has one yet, but that is something I definitely would like to find out how exactly to get, other than, I know you can get them in survival caches, but because it was supposed to come with underground, it'd be nice to know if you could actually still get them down there. And the Tommy gun is something that only drops in the Dark Zone. So anybody that's a huge Dark Zone fan, you'll probably get them somewhere in there, that Tommy gun, because that is another weapon that I for sure would like to get my hands on. But overall, you can see there's a ton of loot that I just opened up, and the next thing I'm going to open is the last bit of the survival stuff, the weekly assignment cache, and just some of the other caches that are from survival, and then that is going to be that. So anyways, guys, so that is it for me. You'll get to see what I get in a moment here. There's another snub-nosed rhino. There's one actually for sale, so that should be for sale for PS4 users this week as well. Go ahead and pick that up if you're interested in that type of sidearm, and you guys will be set to go pretty soon. So anyways, if you did enjoy the video, by all means considering dropping a like and maybe subscribing to the channel. Almost at 500 subs. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I cannot wait for that day to come. So I really appreciate that, and appreciate the support on the videos, people that are dropping a like and a comment, and you know, all of that stuff really means a lot to me, guys. Thank you so much for that. So but anyways, here we go. No MDR for me. So sad. But that just means I have to keep on the grind. Can't believe that was my reward for a survival weekly assignment. But the rolls were pretty good on that G36, so no complaints. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video like I said before. And pretty soon I will see you guys in the next one. PS4 players, I will see you this week. And we'll go start farming some bosses and getting some of that new awesome gear that they brought in with this patch. Alright guys, take care.